Greetings, video people. This is February 9th, 2009, and I placed my camera on top of a clipboard, two giant advertising supplements, a copy of John Updike's Hugging the Shore, a copy of the Library of America's first volume of Saul Bellow novels, and I'm going to do this without a script, and so it'll be pretty bad, but it may leave for posterity the manner in which I talked. Of course, you don't really know how somebody talked until you hear them conversing with somebody and that person interrupts them, because it is the conversation that actually counts. However, the great writers have simply left their words, although Shakespeare's stuff is mostly a bunch of conversations. Which leads me to a point. How many of his plays were sort of worked out in consultation with his actors. And I can hear my father saying, well, down a little. Well, in any case, I imagine Shakespeare, like the British rockers of the 60s, had a circle of people who were constantly talking about everything, and that he tailored particular parts to particular actors, and therefore the plays have a dynamic that somebody sitting alone in a room writing can never get. I'll give an example, his sonnets. How boring they are. Now, of course they're brilliant and they're important, but I've always said, when you take his sonnets, I believe you will find that there is nothing in them that leads you to go to get on the edge of your seat the way you would with, say, Hamlet. Hamlet confronts Laertes and he goes, "'Tis I, Hamlet the Dane," and you're going, yes. Nothing like that happens in the sonnets. You know, the thing about Shakespeare is there is plot, and the sonnets are not really particularly suspenseful the way his plays are. His plays have dramatic suspense, comic suspense. You always want to know what's going to happen next. With the sonnets you're going, what the hell just happened? But I'm saying that because I'm not good at interpreting them. Obviously there's a plot. There's presumably some person he's trying to convince to, he wants that person to marry and set up a family. He himself is not saying marry me. He's saying go find a girl, get married. And so Shakespeare is being avuncular. In any case, I'm going on and on. I've been reading Saul Bellow and find The Dangling Man, his first one, a hell of a lot more accessible than most of his other books. I plan to read all of him because for some reason he's been an iconic figure for me since I read a review of his book Humboldt's Gift when I was 14. He was on the cover of the Times Book Review. He had big baggy eyes, and I remember showing the picture to my mother and saying, "Look at this guy with the baggy eyes," and she goes, "Don't get like him, weak." So, in either case, he's one of these people who for me is bigger than life, and yet I've just simply never gotten through anything he's ever written. I think I read him with his foot in his mouth all the way through over a period of about 20 years. It's a novella. I've always liked the idea of it. It's just in the form of a letter to this lady he's apologizing to, who has totally forgotten him and he only met once, and who he slighted at a party or something like that. And what else is new? I'm mystified by the new administration. I have to go on to my default happiness, which is the fact that Bush is gone. But I must say, I'm hoping this is not going to be Clinton administration, Clinton term 3. We were worried about a third Bush term. Well, we've got a third Clinton term here, I think. In any case, that's it for me.